On today's episode of Backyard Podcast, we got my dog, NBA player DJ Steward. On today's episode, we get to learn more about his upbringing in the basketball community and his NBA journey thus far. I'm not going to give away too much of what we talk about in today's episode. You guys are going to have to sit back, relax, and enjoy this one because you guys are in for a very, very special and unique story. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the episode of Backyard Podcast. I'm your host, myself, Howard, for the day. And before I get to the guests, we are trying something new today. We don't have a center camera with some technical difficulties. So if you're watching on YouTube, I apologize. But hey, we are a work in progress. But my guest today is none other than professional hooper, McDonald's All-American, Jordan Brand Classic, high school superstar, college superstar, soon to be NBA superstar. He goes by the name of DJ Steward.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you pulling up, my boy.
Yeah. How you doing?
Man, you know. He asked me how I'm feeling, man. You know, I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Yeah?
Yep.
So let's get straight into it. Season just ended. What's that look like for you now? The G League season just ended. For you guys, you know, you play for the Stockton Kings.
Yep.
Season just ended. What does that look like now?
It's a lot different than last year. Last year, I had straight into like off season training.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I did a little bit off season training, but with purpose. I'm going over to Canada and Vancouver to go play in the CEBL and play in that league up until summer league, and then decide which team I'm going to play for summer league, and then see where it takes me.
So without giving any names, do you have an idea of what team you want to play for in summer league?
Nah, I'm not sure yet, but definitely a place where I have opportunity, you know, where I can go out there and play my game, be free, and just be able to have fun, you know, just take advantage of the opportunity that I get wherever I go.
For sure.
Yep.
Now, I want to go back in time a little bit before we talk more about the Vancouver deal you just got.
Yep.
Coming out of high school, like I previously said, you were McDonald's All-American, and you played in the Jordan Brand Classic, correct?
Actually, it was COVID year. COVID year, bro. So I wasn't able to do McDonald's, Jordan Brand, finish my high school, my senior season.
Wow.
We were going to win that year, by the way. Win the Young Dolphins.
Yeah.
Young.
Wait, so
champions.
were you selected as any for the McDonald's All-American or anything like that?
Yeah.
So you were selected, right? But you couldn't play.
Yeah. We were all like everybody. I saw on. This was before COVID, like before it hit. Like it hit. Like I think I seen on social media. Like as soon as I got out of my last class, it was like McDonald's All-American DJ Steward. I saw that. I was like, oh my God.
What?
Went downstairs to the gym, and then it was just like crazy. Like my teammates was there, my coaches and everything, just saying congratulations. It was just a crazy feeling. I got on the phone with my mom. Like it was a dream. Like when I was young, I always said, because the McDonald's game used to be in Chicago. Like, it used to be going crazy. It used to be lit. So I used to be like, bro, I want to play in that. Like, watching a lot of guys. I think the last McDonald's game I saw was Trayvon Duval, his class. I forget whose class that was.
I think that was 2015, 16,
something like that.
around there.
Something like that. But I seen, that was the last class that I saw. I was like, I want to be a McDonald's All-American. And I always set that goal. So I was like, all right, if I want to be McDonald's All-American, I got to be top 25 in the country.
Yeah.
You know, so throughout my whole entire high school career, that's pretty much what I worked towards, and I ended up accomplishing that goal.
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
What's even more crazy, people don't understand what you said. You said something that, you know, used to be in Chicago. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, Oak Park, Illinois. I stayed there. It's like a western suburb, about 5 minutes away from Chicago. But yeah, I'm from Chicago, man.
So growing up as a kid, being in Chicago, that was always a goal of yours. And when you fulfilled that goal, and you called your mom, what was that conversation like?
Just my mom is very proud of me, man. Like, very happy for me because she knows like that's always been a goal of mine, and like I'm pretty sure my mom is very emotional. Sorry, Mom. My mom is very emotional, but I'm pretty sure she cried. I can't exactly remember that conversation, but man, it was just so many feelings and emotions, just like that was going on. It was just a crazy moment because to be McDonald's All-American out of Chicago, like my career was crazy. Like from going, I want to say my freshman or sophomore year, I was like top 20, top 15 in the country. And then I had like a terrible AAU season, went completely unranked.
Wow.
And then after that, I'm like, oh no, I gotta get back up. I gotta do something right. In my training, I started doing training and stuff and everything and working on my game, and I climbed all the way back up from being unranked to being a top 25 player in the country. So it was just a lot for real.
That's amazing.
Yep.
When I was in high school, that's always everybody's goal, to be a ranked player, to get scholarships, to be McDonald's All-American, playing the Jordan Brand Classic. Now it's the Iverson Classic they have, and these Balls Life All-American games.
I got that too.
Yeah, so you've. So I did a little bit of research. It said Jordan Brand and McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you didn't get to play.
Yeah,
because of the COVID year.
Yeah.
So does that when you think about it, you're like, dang, I didn't get to play in the game, but I'm still a McDonald's All-American. Regardless of playing or not, does that still feel like is that a solidifying feeling?
I mean, it hits, but it doesn't. I don't think it hits the same as much as other people in the past or the people that came after me, because like getting to play in that is crazy.
For sure.
Like, man.
I think my first time I seen it, 2011, Kyrie Irving. No, 2010 or 2011. It was Kyrie Irving's McDonald's All-American year. That's the first time I ever watched a game on ESPN. I said, "Oh, this is what the highest level looks like."
Legit.
And speaking of the highest level, you played at one of the most prestigious colleges in America, in the world.
Yeah.
Under one of the most prestigious coaches in the world.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on what school and coach you played for in college?
Duke University with Coach K. Now the new GOAT coming in, John Shire, who recruited me. He's from Chicago as well, and that's another one. I was like, that was my goal since I was a kid. I want to go to Duke. I want to play at Duke. I want to hoop. Like, that's my dream school, and I ended up accomplishing that too. So that was crazy. Like,
well, you didn't just play at Duke. Yeah, I think you might have led the ACC as a freshman in scoring.
Yeah.
The ACC freshman in scoring.
Yeah.
You played, I believe, in the same year with Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes. I actually didn't get to play against him. Our game got canceled due to COVID. It's a lot, man. COVID. I ain't gonna lie. COVID had a lot of stuff jacked up, but we here now.
What was that experience like? I've tell people when I played NCAA Division II. Whether you play Division I at any level, I feel like every college has their own niche and own different thing that differentiates them from another university. What was one thing at Duke that stood out to you that was like, wow, I'm really playing at the highest level right now?
Sure. Just from being in the pros to being at Duke, the professionalism at Duke is crazy. Like, everyone is moving the right way. Like, everything is organized. Like, the weight room, everything is set up. You have everything there. Like, I would say, the Duke facility is probably better than a lot of NBA facilities. Like, you got ice tub, hot tub, treatment, gym, 24-hour access, weight room. Like, it's just a lot of things. That recovery room, where you can just go in there, take a nap. I used to stay in there, after class and stuff. Right before practice, have something to eat and then go chill in there. But you got pretty much everything in there, and then you got great people around you as well, great teammates and everything. So it's the top of the line, man, for sure.
What about food-wise? Do they have chefs for you guys?
Food-wise, chefs, yes. Oh. Great eats. Oh, my God. Breakfast and dinner. Lunch is they kind of order it, but breakfast and dinner. I used to be on that
every day. So
every day.
Okay, walk me through a Duke practice.
A Duke practice.
Walk me through a whole day at Duke in terms of being.
I'm trying to see
during season, the thick of season.
Yep.
What's the schedule like?
I'm trying to see. I don't want to put the wrong schedule out there. I'm trying to lock in.
Facts.
I believe. Is it weight room first? You get in there, you do all your stretches and stuff, some band work and everything. You go through your workout and everything for the day. High energy. Coach Will, shout out to Coach Will. High energy every single day. He has the same energy every day. Fun guy to be around, and pushes us to the limit all the time, man. And he made it fun to go in the weight room. I didn't like the weight room in high school. Didn't use the weight room at all until I got to Duke, but You know, once I got there, pretty much got to learn about my body and everything, a lot of different things. So start at the weight room, and then you head out to the court, do like some dynamic warm ups and everything, and then you start practice. Practice, I would say during season. Uh,
Don't give
it's
me
not too
don't give me a during season practice. Give me a preseason practice.
preseason.
Yeah.
So dynamic warm ups, and then you have some individual work before you like get into like everybody being together, like not individual, like you with guards. So it'd be like me, Jimmy Roach, and then Jordan Goldwire. So the guards, like we're working out together and everything. And then after that, probably do like 3-man weave, like the normal stuff that you do anywhere else. And then 3-on-2, 2-on-1.
That's drill.
Get intense as the season went on. It got more and more intense because we had a tough season that year. So we pretty much had to ramp things up during season, you know, just to hit our stride and everything. But after that, go through plays and stuff. I mean, it's pretty much a straightforward practice. Like we get in and get out. It's not nothing too crazy and everything, but that's pretty much play a little 5-on-5, compete. That's the main thing. Like at Duke, the competition is crazy. Like you're playing against NBA players. You're playing against very talented players, and then you have guys that's pushing you, that's like practice players, walk-on players. They pushing you very hard and getting you better, and the energy is just there like throughout the whole entire time. So just a great practices overall every time.
So out of high school, what was the biggest jump though? What was one biggest jump?
Man, I've always been small, bro. So like my size, like it kind of would affect me getting bumped and everything, just getting prepared for the season. At first, when I first got in the gym, I'm like 3-point line a little bit further. I always had range, but it's like, all right, you see the line now. So it's like you got to get adjusted to that. The speed, the game is a lot faster. And then just picking up on plays, just like knowing, like having an IQ for the game, knowing the right decisions to make, where to be at the right time, and defensively, of course, like that's always been something that I've struggled with. So just learning how to defend and just trying to like better myself throughout the entire time that I was there, and a workout routine, just like developing good workout routine where I could develop my game and get better there.
So from what I picked up on what you just said is the biggest jump wasn't more so the name of Duke University. It's more so just the intangible things, the physical, the mental, the IQ. I think a lot of it too. I think a lot of it is spiritual. Whatever your spiritual journey is too, you have to be right in the line with yourself in all aspects of life.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter what level you jump to. And I always thought like, dang, going to Duke, it must be like, like, you know, people getting dunked on, elbowed in the face, like knee in the gut. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Duke University.
Yeah.
That's you know, Team USA, Dream Team head coach type. Was he head coach of the Dream Team? Was coach? Olympic coaching coach K. Let's say that.
Fact.
Olympic coach. Please don't fact check me on that. I might sound really crazy, but it's just that's the mindset I'm thinking. But I have to realize, like, at the end of the day, it's just basketball, and it's not football. Yeah, it's not. You don't got to worry about getting hit in the mouth. Right. Yep. It's still basketball. So that's what I pick up on too, and I think more so people watching out there, it's more of a mindset. That's why I tell people, like, being a Division II guard playing Division I, I was like, it was never the guard play. It's just the mindset that you have to have, and it's the bigs. Yeah, the bigs are always the biggest difference between levels. Yep. But
size.
Speaking of size, in season, what was one game where you were like, damn, I'm in the ACC? Like, this is the ACC.
I would say my times playing against like Louisville, like this dude named Carlik Jones. He was just a G League MVP.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Real deal. Like he came into, even against Illinois too. Like, I mean, we didn't have fans in our gym like when we were playing, so I don't think teams really felt like intimidated coming into our gym. They were just like, all right, like this Duke, but cool. Like they fans not here, so we really on that with them. Like we about to get busy. Like they not spooked or anything. Like I heard stories of like dudes coming to the gym and they're like, oh, it's the crazies. Like, oh, you gotta play in front of them. It's loud because it's not that big of a
the smaller,
gym.
it's a small arena.
You feel me? It's not that big. So, I wish I would have got to experience like
the full experience.
So you feel me? But like, man, like I heard plenty of stories where it's like people are spooked to go in there and play against Duke. Like, but dudes, they came in there, they like, oh yeah, we on that. Like they was like, I don't want to say punking us, but they was on that with us.
No,
we were a young team. We were a young team too. We were a young team, so that was my Big Ten playing against a team from Big Ten, Michigan State and Illinois. I feel like that was like welcome to college moments for sure. And ACC, Louisville, another guy Alvarado. I know y'all know Alvarado.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
Yeah.
Alvarado. How do you say that?
He moves the same. I mean, he does the same thing in the.
He's not that small though. Like I'm a smaller guard.
Yeah. He's probably I don't know.
He's taller than me.
5'10",
He's taller than me for sure.
I like 5'10", 5'11", but he was on that though. Still cookies.
He's hitting shots.
I don't think he took my cookies like that though, but he was on that though. He was talking to Smack.
Yeah,
I love it though. I love it, but
so like he was a tough matchup. Like,
tough matchup
on
sure.
defense for sure.
Yeah, definitely a tough matchup for sure.
So season comes to a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Now you declare for the draft.
Yeah.
I talked to you about this a little bit off camera, but not too much in detail and depth.
Yeah.
What was that pre-draft process for you? What was it like?
Man, honestly, it was tough. You know, like I didn't really, I don't want to say know what I was getting myself into, but I really didn't at the same time because, like, I didn't have people like in my corner who played. Like my parents didn't play basketball. Like they don't really know the game like that. So it was like a decision that I made like on my own. Like it was like, all right, bet I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna declare for the draft. It was just me like, all right, I can do this. Like having faith in myself and pride. But my pre-draft like training and stuff, it was cool, but I don't really think that it really helped me develop my game to the point to make me ready to be in the NBA. Like throughout my season in college, I'm like, all right, I played good, leading scorer in the ACC. I feel like I showed people like what I can do and everything. Like as a season, like towards the end of the season, like I dropped in like the mock drafts and stuff. Like I was like second round, like late second round and mid second round. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a chance and step out on faith. And I was like, oh, this summer I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna show people that I'm ready for this. Like I'm ready to be an NBA player. Like this is my game. And that was what the pre-draft was supposed to be for. But when I went into training, it was like I wasn't really developing my game. I didn't develop my body for real. And it was like I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Like thought I was gonna be ready, like going into like combine and stuff, but when I got there, wasn't prepared at all. Like I'm just being honest, like
yeah,
my voice cracking and shit.
No, I mean,
my voice cracking and shit. But I'm just being honest. Like I wasn't ready for real. Like, damn. Like,
so do you wish you stayed that extra year to play with Paulo?
I wish that it's kind of like pros and cons. You feel me? Like I do wish I stayed, and then it's like I wish that I had better training to get myself more prepared.
I feel that.
It's like I feel like I did myself a disservice, you know, in the training that I did. Like, I feel like if I would have had the right training and everything, I would have been ready. Because for my college season, going to, like, the combine and everything, I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a big jump. That's usually when guys make big jumps. Like, you'll see guys now who declare for the draft, and they didn't have great seasons in college. Like, they probably didn't play that many minutes. Like, I'll say Peyton Watson. He didn't get that many minutes at UCLA.
Facts.
And then he goes into next time you see him, he's training and stuff. You see him, he's dominant. Like, he's a whole different player in the G League, more confident, different type of flow. And it's like the college and NBA game is very different. Like, there's more space and everything. I thought I'd thrive. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to thrive in the NBA game. Like, I'm going to have more space. I'm going to be able to operate and play my game and also be able to develop into a point guard and everything. So I was like, that was pretty much like my whole thing throughout the process and everything. But yeah, man, like, I be missing it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, the college, you feel me? Because I ain't get the experience. Like,
Yeah.
every time I sit back, I be like, bro, I ain't get that experience, bro. Like, that's crazy. Like, of course, I can always go back, which I will. I will go back and get my degree, but
My dog.
But it won't be the same going back. You feel me? So it's like it'd be difficult, but it's something that I had to like fight against, and I had to accept that.
Yeah.
Like, it took me till I would say this year to accept that. Like, bro, you left school, you probably should have stayed, but it don't make it no better with the outsiders though. I ain't gonna.
Facts.
Like, it's with the outside noise, like, you hear hella outside noise. It don't make it no better with that, but man, bro.
I feel like it's a risk.
Yeah.
In life you have to take risks.
Yes,
Financial risk, you have to take relationship risk.
Yeah.
Just in general. And same with basketball, same with content creation. You're gonna take risks. That's gonna be like, dang, like, do I really want to do this? But I'm not gonna know the outcome unless I go try it.
Yep.
So you took one of the biggest risks ever because you didn't maintain your college eligibility. You go to the draft.
Yep.
You don't get drafted. Mentally, how are you when draft day comes and your name isn't called?
Man, it was like, I cried, bro. Like, I cried because I was like, dang, what now? I'm like, what now? Like, what? Like, I'm thinking I'm going to get drafted. Like, imagine the past 3 years, you the man.
Yeah.
In your city, any state you go to, around the country, you the man. Like, everybody like, oh, that's DJ. Like, and then that night happens, you go undrafted. Everybody like, I told him he should have stayed.
Yeah. We
told him he should have stayed. Like, it's like dang. You think about that, you like, bro, like, I messed up. Like, this was a hard time. Like, I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, but the good thing is I had a great supporting cast. Like, I had my mom, my dad, my boy Kendall, and a couple other people. But man, like, having that supporting cast like helped me get back to the person that I am right now. Like, I struggled. Like, I was going through a lot during pre-draft. Like, that's a lot of people don't know that. I was going through a lot during my pre-draft, bro. Like, but just getting back to the person I am, the positive person, smiling, everything, outgoing. Like, it was hard to get back to that point, but I ended up doing it, bro. So I just accept my journey and everything, and I'm working every day. Like, every single day I'm working to get to the point where I'm an NBA player, you feel me? Like, everybody, there's people who's been in my position, who's been in the G League, like Fred VanVleet. You see it all the time. A lot of players, they go from being in the G League, coming out the mud. Like, I dug myself out the mud plenty of times. Like, people don't know that. Everybody think stuff been easy, like, my whole entire career. But there was a point where I wasn't cold at basketball. I had struggles off the court. Like, I had a lot of struggles. I got stuff out the mud for real. So it's like, I can do that again in the league. I can get myself on a roster. Like, I know I can. It's just putting in the work, having that faith, and having the right people around me to be able to do that. You feel me?
I agree, man. And you know, two things. First, you know, you got to understand too, you're still in your early 20s.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Like, I think I'm 27, about to be 28, so I'm touching 30, right? I'm more of a seasoned life vet, if people must say.
Yep.
But second thing, when you talked about, you know, you were the man, so, you know, the past 3 years before that, like, that's what you used to. I feel like everybody needs that coming to earth moment to knock them down a little bit.
Yes.
Not saying in that severity, like, dang, you didn't go drafted. Like, that's like the worst case scenario, like not going drafted, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of, I feel like everybody needs that moment to really to really find himself and say, dang, okay, is this something I really want to do? Or like, am I going forward and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go find something else. Like I'm gonna cave into the noise.
Yep.
And what you did is you found a way, went through the pre-draft even after going undrafted, signed with the Kings, and you still finding your own way. About to go to Canada.
Come
on, man.
Yes,
like
sir.
so it's all coming back full circle. In a full circle moment. So speaking of full circle moment, I told you we was gonna get back to that Vancouver conversation.
Yeah, in fact, let's get to it.
How did that come about after the season?
Man, my agent was like, he had hit me. He was like, there's a team out in the CEBL who wants you. They want you to come out there, play your game, be free, and it's gonna be to like develop your game for summer league. Like you'll be ready to play in summer league. You'll be able to get a rhythm, get your confidence and everything. That way, you're just hooping. Like you get straight into it. Like instead of just doing off-season training. Of course, I'm gonna be training out there, working on my body and everything. But I also saw last year I was training out in Dallas, and there was a player named AJ Lawson who plays with the Mavericks now. He's on a two-way, I believe.
Yeah.
And he got it out the mud as well. He played in the CEBL last year, and he was like, he went out there, played his game, and went to summer league, like NBA summer league in Vegas, and was killing. Like he came out there, he was ready. Like he just seemed one step ahead of everybody. So I was like, all right, I see what he did. Like maybe that I could do that. You feel me? And my agent, he has the faith in me to go out there, play my game, have fun, and just learn the game with the Vancouver Bandits and play under Kyle Julius and everything. And I can't wait to get out there and everything and have some fun and win games.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful, man. I think, too, a big thing is going from Vancouver to the Summer League this upcoming summer. A lot of people, viewer-wise, they don't really watch the game and understand what's going on. Summer League is, I hate to say, it's made for guard play.
Yeah.
The bigs are the ones setting pick and rolls, not really getting a lot of touches, rebounding, playing defense, but the guards are the ones really popping off.
Exactly.
So I've always said Summer League is where guards flourish.
Exactly.
So it's like, what do you do with the opportunity after you flourish, right? But are you flourishing in the right way, like by just playmaking, or are you just focusing on scoring, defense? It all has its different intricacies. But going back to Stockton Kings, one thing about that, you played for my favorite basketball player of all time, right? He flourished in his role as a six man. Bobby Jack.
Yep.
How was that playing for Bobby Jackson?
It was great, man. Like, we kind of got, I don't want to say like similar games, but he really like took me under his wing. Like he saw a lot of, I don't know how to say, like me and him. And bro, I'm so sorry. Yo, all right. I'm so sorry, bro. I couldn't hold it in. I tried to just chill, bro.
I'll get him. Good. I'll get him.
Hey.
Okay.
And if he sees this, he'll laugh.
Yeah.
But he like took me under his wing. He was like you're young, like very talented, a lot of potential and everything. And he was like, you can score the ball. Like Bobby Jackson was a scorer. Like he said when he first got to the league, he had to figure out ways how to create for others and get his at the same time. And that's something that I needed to learn. And I learned that this year. Last year, I was like, all right, I'm just going to be a scorer. I'm going to get to a bucket. Like I'm going to get a shot up every time I touch it. This year, it's like, all right. Especially, like, coming off the bench, too. Like, BJ came off the bench, like, his whole entire career. Thanks. So that was a total different look for me coming off the bench. Of course, like, me, it's like, all right, I want to start. You feel me? I do want to start. But you got to give in to the team. Our team was very successful this year. So, I was willing to do that, come off the bench and play my role, which was creating, scoring when I needed to, defending. And B-Jack, he really did help me with that. He helped me, like, mentally with the game, seeing the game better, getting a better IQ for the game, what I should be looking for, like talking to my teammates, and just picking up on that role as being, like, a leader, like, on the court, being more vocal, because I'm not going to lie, I'm quiet, like, out on the court.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very quiet. He said this all the time. Like, our team, Like we'd be, y'all want to joke in the locker room, y'all want to get on the court, y'all don't want to talk. So it's like just like learning how to talk, saying the right things, learning how to approach people differently, because everybody's different. Like you can't talk to everybody the same. One person you can go all out on them and really push them, and then one person kind of got to be like soft spoken with them, and that's something that really helped me to develop my game going forward, so I can use that in the future. So playing for B-Jack is great. We had a great season. We came up short in the playoffs, but I learned a lot this year, played with a lot of great players, and I was able to develop my game and everything. So I'm excited for the next step.
Speaking of developing, who is one person that's helped you develop this past year from last year, this upcoming, this whole, since last season to now? Who's one person or who's helped you?
It's been
a lot.
It's been a few guys. I would say shout out to Gilbert, and I was trained out in Dallas last summer.
Okay.
And he really helped my game, like getting ready for summer league and everything. I got injured in summer league. Messed up my hamstring. I was ready. For sure. But coming to Sacramento for like training camp and everything, I was in the gym. I was working out and everything, getting up my shots. And I saw Terrence Davis working out with Barry and Ryan. I was like, man, this is some good work. Like, I'm seeing him work, and I've seen Barry's work before. I'm like, all right, that's just like he really got it. Like some trainers you can see, like, all right, they just on the internet just doing anything. But some trainers you see, like, all right, like he putting the work in. He really teaching the game. Like he says every last detail. Like he's teaching the details for real, like footwork and all types of stuff. So I saw that, and then I had got in touch with this guy named Hoot. And Hoot is like, he pretty much connected me and Barry, and I trained with Barry like once. Like we met up at the Stockton Kings gym, and it was like, at first it was like, all right, I was quiet, like just working out, putting the work in, and then like kind of like towards the end, like both of our personalities started coming out, and me and Barry, we like connected. Like it was like, that's my dog. Like that's my dog for well now. So yeah, we really connected. And
he in the living room right now.
Yeah, for real. And he really like taught me a lot throughout this season. I do want to thank him though. Like, I don't think I would have made it through this year without him and like the supporting cast and all the people around. Like it would have been a lot tougher because I'm out here on my own, bro. Like my family, like. They used to be at every single game, but my mom, she don't fly. She don't like to fly at all. She got anxiety, so she don't really rock with that. So they did come to a few games out in the Midwest, but I do want to thank Barry for like really like taking me under his wing and teaching me the game and everything. Like he taught me a lot, for real.
Yep. That's dope, man. Yep. And one thing is. That sticks out to me. You're working out with Barry. A lot of guys wouldn't do that for multiple reasons, but one being Barry doesn't have the resume that a lot of other trainers have. Yeah. And I feel like you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And I feel like as a trainer, you got to be a student of the game. And Barry's a student of the game.
Yes.
He'll watch film all day, every day, break down from dribble actions to defensive actions to play calls to play styles. And it's just like, man, when you're a student of the game, I feel like that's what makes you a professional trainer, because you continuously want to learn.
Right.
And as well as your resume and who you're helping develop along the way.
Exactly.
And I feel like he's done a good job of that, man. And I think the trainers on a smaller scale sometimes get the short end of the stick because they don't have that clientele.
Exactly.
But I just feel like it takes one person to trust in him, like you have, especially in Sacramento. And now a lot of people, his clientele is probably crazy right now. Yep. I don't train no more, so I just hoop. Half the time he busting his ass, but to pause on that for a little bit, we have now entered the trivia section of the podcast.
Ooh.
So, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Trio. Let's see if we can get this. DJ Steward. What's a 3-letter word that starts with gas?
Gas.
Say it to your camera, man. Lock in.
Gas. A 3-letter word that starts with gas.
Gas.
Right.
Like, why would it not be gas?
Right.
Like, it ain't like it's car or
A
nothing.
3-letter word that starts with gas.
Yeah.
Oh, car. Wow.
We got him.
You got me.
Dang, that was light.
That was light. I'm
Okay.
goofy for that one. I'm Buford.
Okay. Buford.
I don't know that. They don't know about that. Either.
Okay.
Goofy.
Okay. Another one for you. There's a gold door, a silver door, and a bronze door.
Yep.
All 3 catch on fire. Which one does the ambulance put out first? Think about it. Gold, silver, and bronze.
Gold, silver, and
All
bronze.
catch on fire.
All catch on fire.
Which one does the ambulance put out first?
Gold, silver, bronze, door.
Mm.
All of them. There's a gold, silver, and bronze door.
Which
All
one?
3 catch on fire.
Yeah. Which one does the ambulance put out first?
Oh, the ambulance ain't putting out nothing
Why not?
because the ambulance don't put out fires.
Okay, Lucky. Okay. 1 for 1. Okay. I've asked this before, so let me see. I don't know if did you watch my media day trivia questions with the Kings players?
I did not. I think I saw probably like a snippet. I ain't watched the whole video. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
Awesome. Okay. Spell McDonald.
McDonald, like the McDonald's All-American.
Yeah. What is McDonald spell?
McDonald.
Okay. Say it.
McDonald.
Say it twice.
McDonald.
What is McDowell spell?
McDowell.
Okay. Say it 2 times fast.
McDowell.
What does MACHINE spell?
Machine.
I'm done for the day.
I'm smart, yo. I'm not goofy.
I'm bad. Put it there, partner. Except for gas ain't car.
Nah, gas is crazy. I'm like, gas. Gas.
Speaking of gas,
crazy.
go ahead and drop 2 bars.
2 bars. Give me a word.
Backyard.
I was chilling in the backyard.
Mm.
Me and Sil was sitting here. We might be stars.
Mm.
Balling hella hard in the backyard.
Mm.
I ain't got nothing else. That's all I got. I should just started this. This might be stars. That was. He said 2.
I did say 2.
I did too much. I tried to go. Fire in the room.
Burn it out now. Blow it out. Pause. Sorry. Now I got 2 more basketball questions for you. Who's your favorite player of all time?
Favorite player of all time, Kobe.
At the next level, right, in NBA, you're going to be playing point guard, right?
Yeah.
Every last detail.
Every last detail.
And I know there's one detail you didn't catch in this room. No one ever does because they don't pay attention.
This right here?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. I always see who people's favorite players are because I'm like, if it's not one of those 3, we can't have this discussion.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah, like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? LeBron.
Is that your order?
No, LeBron is bigger on that painting if you notice, for a reason. I think he's the biggest on there.
I ain't gonna lie. Kobe look.
No, I think Bron the biggest.
He got the broad shoulders. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think he got the most like, like
Uh,
I'm not gonna say that. Sorry. Whoa.
But
Yeah.
Kobe is the greatest of all time, bro. That's me.
Kobe, Jordan, Bron, bench, start, cut.
I'm cutting MJ. I didn't watch him play growing up.
You know what? I can respect that answer
You feel me?
because everybody's talking like, oh, it's when people bring up freaking Oscar Robertson, I'm like, you didn't even watch him play.
Oscar
You know what I'm
Robertson
saying?
was crazy.
Like I wasn't even old enough. I barely was old enough to watch MJ play. So I'm like, how can I say MJ's the greatest if I've seen Washington Wizard MJ? Like, yeah, I can go back and watch tapes, but I didn't grow up in that era. You know what I'm saying? So I've asked a person, I was like, who's the greatest of all time? He said, this is a kid. He's like, bro, it might be like Magic Johnson.
What?
Younger than me. I'm like, did you watch him play? He said, no, but like the highlights. And I said, stop right there.
That's the good stuff they show you. That's the good stuff they show you.
That's the great stuff. Go, you know, get synergy and go watch a game.
Facts.
That's my challenge, people. Go get synergy on some college stuff and go. You can go watch any game in NBA history.
Facts.
Right there. Now, this is my next question. Do you think the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game actually happened?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I be scrolling on TikTok and I see stuff on this topic and they like, where are the cameras at? What else is going on?
They got
footage of a lot of historical moments that came before Wilt Chamberlain.
Everything.
And they said Wilt Chamberlain had 100 with no threes, right?
No three, straight layups, dunks, putbacks.
I don't even know what the score was. I didn't really look into that. I'm calling it bluff, honestly. Cap.
The reason why I'm calling it bluff, right? Mm-hmm. We apparently have, statistical evidence that we touched the moon.
Right.
And we don't have Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points.
Exactly.
But we have a 4-minute radio broadcast talking about it. But no footage. That's the one game in history
Not one bucket.
You can't find one bucket from the 100-point game.
Literally.
So see, this is why I think happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think they called the game and they said, "Hey, we're gonna give Wilt Chamberlain 100 points." Right? So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna say, "Oh, power outage happened at the whatever arena," but we're going to say, oh, the power kicked back on, 4 minutes left. Wilt has 95 points, right? They'd be like, hey, we're going to have someone sign off on, I thought about this long and hard. We're going to have someone sign off on the statistical sheet so it makes it look like it really happened, right? No one's alive. No one's going to be alive in 100 plus years from now. So no one can say, oh, there's no eyewitnesses, right?
Right.
So now someone sign off on the sheet. So it's like, okay, X, Y, okay, so this person was there. This ref was there, right? Okay, we have the 4-minute radio broadcast, right? It gets even deeper than that. So hear me out. Oh my gosh, Wilt has 95 points. Like now the audio's cutting in and out, so it makes it seem like the power really going. It's happening.
Right, exactly.
Cuts back in with a minute left. Oh my gosh, Wilt Chamberlain 98 points. Oh, Wilt Chamberlain scored 100. And they say, hey, after the game, don't do no interviews. Just take the picture of the 100 written on paper.
Already said.
And that is how they did it. But it's like
like no footage, like nothing.
I
kind of believe it. I think that's what happened.
I think that's logic. If you think about it, it's logically, illogically happened. Fuck, that didn't make sense. That's where my theory ends, ladies and gentlemen.
Big words.
I think that's a good TikTok conspiracy theory right there.
Okay.
Hey,
for sure,
man. This has been a good conversation. Tree, how long have we gone? 42 minutes. Wow.
That long.
And I said it was going to go 40 minutes for one reason only. Mm-hmm. I wanted to keep this one short, sweet, and to the point because I want to get you back on here when you're in the league. I need DJ Steward part 2 when you're in the league.
Yes.
So that is, you have to hold that part of the bargain up.
Yep.
For you, of course, because that's your accomplishment. Mm-hmm. But to get back to the, you know what I'm saying, what that, like, this time will come to you, right? and we'll talk part 2 when you're in the league.
Yep.
When you established. And let's just be frank, blatantly honest here, ladies and gentlemen. We've been in the gym for the past month, running 5s. I've been busting his ass. Oh my!
What?
It's been, look, the one video y'all seen was like my worst day, right? But when I say like I'm 94 feet Pat Bev, I mean,
he got sits though. He got sits.
What is that? What the fuck does that mean? No, I know, but I want to hear what sits. Like, what am I sitting on?
You know how to defend, bro. Whoa, what are you sitting on? You can defend, bro.
Sorry.
Like, you be hand checking though. I need referees.
It's legal hand checking though. You know why?
Why?
I'm a short person. They can't see they see you, right? So they're looking at you over my head. So they're like, okay, they ain't looking at my hands. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about what's going on down here. They think, okay, what's going on above there?
You can get away. You can get away with stuff.
Man, you know what?
You're a great defender, bro.
I
You're a great defender.
Appreciate that, man.
Can we talk about the other day when you almost broke your neck?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. These days be flying by, bro.
What you talking about, the fast break when I completely died almost?
Yes.
Yeah. I get the ball, I get the rebound, and I'm moving. I'm in and out. Whoa, whoa, breaking the press. Why? I do a little throw, a little push cross. Barry hits the ball, and then like it went directly under my foot, and I did like like those little banana peels, like boom.
Boom.
And I
Bro
said,
God damn.
oh wait, no, you talking about when I was on
which one was
defense?
that?
You talking about when I was running after Kev and I hit his foot and I belly flopped.
Yes, bro. Oh my God, that was a wild day yesterday.
I felt like 3 times yesterday, bro. I said,
How you feeling? You good?
I'm vegan, bro. I bounce back. No funny stuff. I don't be bruising up, soreness.
Dang.
Like
I may need to look at. Nah,
I'm telling you, bro. My recovery the next day, I'm like, oh, I can go 10 more games.
That's crazy, bro.
Most of my injuries happened when I wasn't vegan. ACL, 3 ankle surgeries, dislocated shoulder,
What?
2 broken thumbs. When I wasn't vegan, I went vegan. I've only had a sprained ankle.
I
Bounced back in 7 days.
I don't think I can do it, bro.
You can. You love meat too much. Ladies and
do.
gentlemen, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, once again, I'm your host, Marcellus Howard, man. This is my boy DJ Steward. I appreciate you for coming on this podcast, man,
Thank
today
you,
and being a little vulnerable with people. But you have one more task at hand to look into your camera and give just a bit of advice for someone out there that's yearning to hear someone in their position and what they went through.
I would say just stick with it. Always push yourself to the limit. Have fun with the game or anything you're doing in life. Have fun with it. And if you have a goal, you have a dream, chase after that dream and don't stop until you reach it, man. Just be consistent with your work and just have fun with it as you're chasing for real.
I love that. Straight to the point, man.
Straight to the point.
You know, it's crazy. I wasn't even straight to the point with my question. I didn't even finish it. He already knew what it was.
Oh, you?
Dang. He picked up what I put down.
For sure.
No? You don't like that one? Hey, if you watch it on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and share this with your peoples. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, man, hit that follow button. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. Once again, Marcellus Howard, DJ Steward.
Thank you.
And we end it on one way and one way only. It's 2 words. Do you know these 2 words?
Backyard?
What the fuck? Hey, wait a minute.
That was a good guess.
Is backyard one word?
It could be.
Backyard. I think backyard is one word, brother.
What you got in your playlist, yo? Oh my God.
I said backyard and just starts playing. Oh,
wow, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's you dig. All 3, we are gonna say you dig.
All right.
Look at you. Okay, well, we gotta look into one. We're gonna look at his camera like this. 3, 2, what? You dig. Appreciate you, my boy.
Sir, thank you.
Yes.